I'm here on the 5-star flex with 5-star cornerback Dijon Lee Jr. out of Mission Viejo in Cali. Dijon, what's going on?
Was good.
Hey man, so listen, you got Alabama, you're committed. You're seeing Alabama come out and straight dominate. How does it feel to see the school that you committed to play so well and playing some young guys?
It's definitely a good feeling. I don't want to go anywhere where it's about politics and it's not about playing the best players on the field. So as I see, whenever I'm watching the games, I see all the freshmen playing. If you're the best, you're the best. You're gonna get on the field, and that's what I like about it.
Who do you have the closest relationships with at Alabama?
Um, Damani Jackson, the senior from
Okay,
Cali, and Xavier Brown.
nice. What about on the staff?
Definitely Coach Kane, Coach Courtney, and Coach Mo for sure.
So Coach Morgan or Coach Courtney Morgan, with him being from California, how does that help you make the transition?
Uh, it's a good, like, a real good thing because we got a close relationship, and ever since he was at Washington, he was rocking with me, and he just moved over, kept the same energy. So it's like, I mean, wherever he went, he wanted me. So I just feel like we got a good connection.
So with you being committed to Alabama and being from California, that's a cross country trip. What kind of makes you feel good about coming to the South?
Uh, I kind of want to get out of California. Been here my
Yeah.
whole life, test out something new, and Tuscaloosa just feel like a great place to be. So that's just why I feel like that was the best place.
What was your favorite part of Tuscaloosa that has you so locked in?
Definitely the coaching. I mean, like, I don't really care about the environment, but it's a great environment there too. But definitely the coaching, the players having connections with everybody on the team, not having a problem with anything. So that was like definitely the biggest part of it.
Where have you developed the most on the field this year in comparison to last year?
This year I definitely got better at my off game, and
Mhm.
most likely or most definitely press game too, getting hands on receivers. So, you know, disrupting the timing of the quarterback, making sure I'm there and playing off, reading the quarterback eyes and getting some picks.
All right, so talking about getting picks, your first 3 games, you got an interception every game. What is wrong with these folks? Why are they still throwing the ball at you?
I couldn't tell you, but it's just man, I wish I could, but I don't know. Hey, I'm just happy they still throwing it my way. It's gonna stop in a minute though.
So growing up, you play linebacker, then you hit this big growth spurt. How do you
Mhm.
feel like playing linebacker, like as a youth player, has helped you now as a 6'4" cornerback?
It helps me a lot because people like to say corners don't like to tackle and stuff like that, but I mean, like, I'm not afraid to tackle at all. I lead. I'm like the second most in our team in tackles, so it's like it really helped a lot. So it makes me like a complete corner instead of just a cover guy.
Speaking of being a complete corner, the schools that you were considering were known for having great cornerbacks. You look at UGA, you got the Champ Baileys of the world. You look at a school like Texas A&M, all the way back to Bobby Taylor. They have a really good history in that. So, do you
Mhm.
plan on making it down to some of these other schools?
Most definitely, I'll be at the Texas A&M Texas game, and I think Georgia versus South Carolina because I think I have a bye week that week, and I'll make it to the game.
Okay. And when are you planning on going to Alabama?
Next week, Georgia Alabama game.
What are you looking for in this Alabama Georgia game to kind of just, I guess put a bow on your recruitment?
Um, Definitely, the corner play. I haven't been to a game yet, so I just want to see how they play in person, how they getting coached in person, so I can feel like, if this is the best place for me. It feels like it is most definitely, but I just want to see how the coaches are coaching in person, how they doing, and how they like, making sure their players are on it.
When you go to Texas A&M, what are you looking to see?
Um, Pretty much the same thing, I mean, right now I'm locked in, but definitely got to check out different places just in case a coaching change or anything. So I'll be,
Mm.
looking forward to seeing how they play. They got bigger corners there, so it's very versatile, and it would be like fitting into the defense real easily. But it's the same thing at Alabama, so I'll just be looking to see how the taller corners play at that school.
And what would be the reason you're going to visit UGA?
UGA, Coach Smart, I got a great relationship with him. Got a great relationship with Coach Dante and T. Rob. So I mean, like, they just all great coaches, all put people in the league. It'll definitely be a great visit, and I feel like the reason why I'm going to that visit is, see how they are coaching their players too. It's really just about the coaching part of it and making sure, I get the best development where I go.
So are those the only visits that you're planning on taking?
As of right now, yes.
Okay. So when it came to Alabama, you made your commitment. What was it like when you actually picked up the phone and you called the Alabama staff and said, "Hey, I'm coming"?
It was, relieving because
Right.
everybody, like Georgia, everybody was still calling me and stuff, but I called them and told them about it. I told them I was picking Alabama, and then I called Bama last and told them, and they was just real happy. Like everybody in the office, I talked to Coach DeBoer, I talked to the whole defensive staff, offensive staff. I talked to everybody that day. It was just a good feeling.
When you talk to Coach DeBoer, what's been his message to you about staying locked in with Bama?
He's just telling me about how they playing, and I mean, same thing with him, same as Courtney Morgan. Whenever he was at Washington, he was recruiting me real hard. He went to Bama, and I was like the first corner they gave an offer to. So it's just
Wow.
like, he always said I was the number one guy for him. So, and it feels like that. So,
how do you think Alabama has been able to make such a California connection? You got guys all across Cali coming across country to Bama.
Definitely Courtney.
Yeah.
Courtney, yeah, he from California, so he got the pipeline for real.
All right, Dijon, what can we look forward to? Will I see another 10 interceptions this year? Will I see you on offense? What can we look forward to on the remainder of your senior year?
Hopefully they keep throwing the ball my way. If they do, I'll probably end up with 8 interceptions. That's what I want to end up with or more. And, offense just contribute how I got to. If that means getting yards instead of scoring, that's what it is. But, it's really no goal for offense because I'm really going to college for defense. But at the same time, I want our team to win. So it wouldn't matter where they put me on offense.
What does a successful freshman season look like to you?
Most definitely going in, doing my job, getting there, starting. That's the first part. And then, going out there and just making plays. Hopefully 3 picks my first year, minimum. That's what I want. And then, probably a couple tackles. They're going to really run the ball my way my freshman year since I'm, new on the block. So got to make the tackles. And then, freshman all SEC, I want to be first team and everything. So
there we go. All right, DJ, where can everybody find you on social media?
Mustard._lettuce on Instagram.
Yes,
Dijon
sir.
_Lee Jr. on Twitter. And that's really all I use.